I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. I don't refresh very much. Hey guys, I'm back with another video, and today I am talking all about how I like to refresh. Tell you what, this is a question that I have gotten a lot. And for people whose hair isn't super oily, refreshing can be your best friend because it means you don't have to wash your hair. Yay! We all know that when you start doing the curly girl method, washing your hair can feel like a marathon, and sometimes being able to avoid that and extend the time in between washing your hair not only is good for your hair, but it's also good for you because you get a break. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. I don't refresh very much. I am sadly just kind of an oily girl. Like, it's the sad truth of my existence. My hair, my skin, everything is very oily. And that can be a great thing because it means that my hair tends to stay fairly hydrated. But that also means that I personally like to wash my hair more often. If my scalp is feeling itchy, I wash. I don't tend to refresh. Now, let me also say that I know that there are lots and lots of refreshing sprays out there. I just haven't gotten around to trying them all because I personally like to wash my hair one day, wear it one day, just let it be wild and free. Let it do whatever it's gonna do. I don't tend to mess with it. And then I may wash again because I tend to wash my hair every other day, especially this summer because it's hot and I'm greasy. All right, all that being said, I'm gonna show y'all some tips and tricks that really helped me out in the beginning because on day 2 in the beginning, I had to do something to my hair because otherwise it looked terrible. So this is my day 2 hair. It is very big and wild for me. I had an interesting wash day experiment yesterday, but anyway, let me show you what we're starting with. Big and fluffy. And I'm not gonna lie, I actually really like this. But taking off the ring, and I'm gonna be taking the Alikay Lemongrass Leave-In. This has been a fantastic refreshing spray for me. It hasn't worked really beautifully as a leave-in for me. For whatever reason, when I put this in my hair when it's soaking wet, it tends to bust up my clumps instead of like making my hair clump together. That's what I'm looking for when I use a leave-in. I want all my clumps to like slime together and give me seaweed hair. This isn't necessarily doing that, but I love it for a refresh because the first ingredient is water, then aloe leaf juice, and some moisturizing ingredients. It also has silk amino acids, which is a very tiny protein. It doesn't necessarily act like a protein, but it really, my hair loves silk amino acids. It makes my hair feel very slippery and soft and good. So I'm gonna show you what I do to refresh with this. Dry hands, 1 spray of this bad boy, and I gently start smoothing it. And I tend to finger rake it in the underneath layer. I don't rake through the top too much. I may just like smooth over individual curls a little bit. It's not really a curl by curl refresh. Smooth, smash, maybe a good scrunch or two. And there you go. You can see that everything is smoother, perhaps. See, we'll look at the difference between the 2 sides. This is kind of fluffy and mad and frizzy, and this is like smoother and shinier. So I'm gonna do the other side. I didn't quite do a full spray because I don't have as much hair on that side, but I'm just gonna glaze and smooth. I like to rake it in the underneath layer because this is where I get the most tangly. Also, it doesn't show, so it doesn't matter that I'm busting up the clumps into oblivion. All right, and let's see. Smooth, a couple pieces and give it a good scrunch. And there you go. You can see that it is smooth and my hair looks soft and shiny. This is my personal favorite way to refresh. It's real quick and real easy. It doesn't necessarily enhance curl or bring back any kind of curl definition. It's just to smooth down your hair. Also, oh, this stuff smells so good and the smell lingers. So it makes your hair smell pretty, which is great. I'll show you the back with this quick, very easy sort of refresh on dry hair. Nothing too magical. It didn't completely magically transform my hair. I wasn't expecting it to, but it made me feel softer, smoother, shinier, cleaner to walk out the door. Now, I'm going to show you a second refresh that I really leaned on heavily early on in my curly girl journey. I did not come up with this refresh. This was created by a beautiful woman on Instagram named Marisa Curls. She's actually here on YouTube too. So I'll link both her Instagram and her YouTube down below. But this saved my life. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a gel. And I'm using the TréLuxe High Definition Gel because it smells amazing and it gives my hair incredible definition and shine. And I'm taking water. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my gel. I really love the texture of this gel. And I'm going to get a very small amount. Let me show you. Just a tiny little pea. I'm going to wet my hands. Woo, my Flairosol bottle. I'm going to emulsify that gel with some water. And I can tell that I got too much gel and not enough water. I really don't want to feel the gel on my hands. I just want to feel kind of like a thin, watery film. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to shake all my hair over to one side. There we go. And I'm going to do the same similar thing that I just did with the leave-in. I'm going to pull all my hair forward. And I'm doing this when you smash and pull is called praying hands. That is an application technique used to distribute product. Scrunch, scrunch, scrunch. Now I'm going to get a little bit more gel on this side because I flipped my head that way first. So grabbing just a tiny, tiny little pea in my hand. Good amount of water. Emulsify. This is what it means to emulsify too. I had a couple people ask me, all it means is to really rub your hands together and to make the product look like so. So I'm going to start doing the same thing again. Smoothing, praying hands. And you want your hair to feel slightly damp when you do this. Now, you can either keep adding gel and water, or you can keep just adding water. I'm going to choose to just keep adding water. And you could do this by wetting your hands in the sink. I am just using my Flairosol bottle here because I don't want to be running back and forth to my sink. And you may be thinking to yourself, but I can't spray my hair with water and refresh, Courtney. You don't understand. It looks terrible. I understand too. My hair used to do that early on in the beginning. If I grabbed, like, these were the devil. I used to avoid spray bottles like the plague early on in my curly girl journey because, man, any water I added to my hair after wash day just made it look so bad. And then I started trying the Marisa Curls Refresh, adding the gel and then smashing the product and water into your hair, smooths down the frizz, and kind of makes all those wild and crazy pieces that want to stand on end come back into your hair. Instead of when you spray them with water, they get bigger and stand on end. That's why I like this kind of refresh. Also, you may think, but if I smash my hair and pull on it, I'm going to pull out all the curls. I thought so too. It's wild. It doesn't do that to me. All right, now I'm going to get just a little bit more. I'm just slowly adding more water to my hair in the places that feel not damp. I want my entire head to feel slightly damp. And you may be thinking, but why don't you just spray the Clarisol bottle right on your head? Because I am showing y'all what worked well for me in the beginning. And in the beginning, I couldn't spray my hair down with a water bottle. It only made my frizz worse. But for whatever reason, smoothing the water in and then scrunching did not make me a frizzy, poofy mess. Okay, section right there. And y'all can see, not a lot, but some of that definition is coming back. I was completely stretched out, and now I'm not. Right there. Another good thing about this is that you are touching your hair. And when you are touching your hair with your hands and your fingers, you can feel what sections of your hair need more water and which sections are already fully saturated. When you're just spraying your hair, you're not necessarily touching it as much, so you may get water, too much water in certain places than in others where you might need it. Wow, words are not happening this morning. Sorry, guys. Okay, so now I'm feeling that I have a very even distribution of water throughout my hair. You can see that my waves came back a bit. And I'm going to part my hair because I like to part it over here. Arrange everything. There we go. And the cool thing about this is that you can add as much water and gel to your hair as you want and need, to the point where you're satisfied. If you feel like you need to keep adding more water, keep adding more water. If you hit a point where you're like, okay, everything's come back together and I feel good about this, you can stop. And even if you push it too far, it's not the end of the world. And you may also think that all this scrunching really created a lot of frizz. Y'all tell me. Not a lot of frizz. It did bring back some definition. This section of my hair did not want to play yesterday. But anyway, let me show you the back. After this quick refresh, my hair is only 10% damp. I did not get it any more wet than 10%. And there you have it, guys. That is how I refresh my hair. And I am so grateful to Marisa Curls for coming up with this method because it is very effective and works so well. Something I forgot to mention, if you get your hair pretty damp, if you keep adding water and gel to your hair and your hair gets really wet, but you're happy with the curl clumps and definition that you see coming back, you can then diffuse your hair at this point to go ahead and set that cast and get it to dry. I am not feeling the desperate urge or need to do that, so I am just going to let my hair finish air drying, and there's not going to be much of a cast because y'all know me, I don't get a cast. But yeah, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please subscribe and hit that thumbs up button if this was helpful to you. Also, if you'd like to be notified when I upload again, please click that little bell next to the subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. And I hope y'all are having an absolutely fabulous day, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye!